Welcome on board the Carnival Splendor, guys. Today I'm going to be taking you on a deck-by-deck, fully in-depth tour of the ship, also providing you guys with some footage of the tours I did and the places we visited. We went to Nouméa and we went to Mystery Island and Amedee Marine Island Reserve on Nouméa. And I'm going to be providing you guys with everything. The ship just got refitted, so it's relatively new again. Check out this video. I'm going to be providing details on everything you guys need to know. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Guys, welcome to deck 1. As we can see, deck 1 is behind us. Basically just cabins on this level. So not much to see on deck 1, but let's go up to deck 2. Now we're on deck 2, as again, there's not much here. Basically, deck 1 and 2 are just for cabins, so we've got those ocean view cabins and those inside cabins as well. And there is a deck 0, but unfortunately I don't have access to go there right now. It's currently 4 AM and that's the gangway level. So we've got a aft gangway and we've got a forward gangway here. Once we get up to deck 3, there's a bit more going on, so let's go up there and really start this tour. Okay, so right now we're on deck 3 aft, and on the deck 3 aft there is the Gold Pearl restaurant. Now on board there are two main restaurants. You've got the Gold and the Black Pearl restaurants. Now these restaurants are used differently for whether you're going for your time dining or you're going for a scheduled dining. If you're going for a set time dining, normally most people will go to the Gold Pearl restaurant behind me. This is also where you have breakfast. They may change. Let's go have a look inside the restaurant. So the Gold Pearl restaurant actually is on 2 levels, deck 3, deck 4. And as we can see, it's quite big, quite a nice place. So it takes around 10 minutes to get your table ready, and use the Carnival app to log in and book your table for the evening. So yeah, what do you guys think? It's a pretty nice place to have a meal. So now we're on deck 3 forward, and on the forward level of the ship, like most cruise ships, we have the Carnival Theatre. Obviously it is closed right now, but I did manage to film a bit of it before, so you guys will get to see what it looks like. It's pretty big, it's on 2 levels, so you can enter through deck 3 and 4. Yeah, really great selection of shows as well. So that's the Carnival Theatre. So we're just coming into the lobby as well, and the lobby is that central aspect of the ship where they host a lot of music events, where they host a lot of trivias, and it's also a great place to grab a coffee in the morning and meet a lot of people. So we're also on deck 3 right now, and as we can see behind me, we have a bit of a promenade area. So a really great place to come on sea days. Is a little quieter than being out on the Lido deck on deck 9. We have some deck chairs and some areas where you can chill and hang out. It's also just a great spot to just view the ocean, catch a sunrise or a sunset. But yeah, this is the promenade deck on deck 3, just outside the lobby. So this is one of the other restaurants that I was talking about earlier, the Black Pearl restaurant. And right now, it looks like they're setting up for maybe a thing 1 and 2 breakfast, which is one of those alternative things you can book on board. You can see we've got a little bit of a setup here. It's a bit of decor and happening at the moment. Again, it's on 2 levels, so we've got level 1 here and level 2 up there. Okay, so now we've just gone up to deck 4, and already there's pretty cool artwork around. So you can actually buy the artwork on board. You can see they auction these off. Some pretty cool pieces. They did the art auction the other day. I believe there is also a pub on this level. It's called the Red Frog Pub, and this is where you can go for drinks. I think they're open till late as well. So yeah, we're here, let's go check it out. So there you go, the Red Frog Pub, really cool place. They have live music pretty much every single night on board as well. So if you're looking for a drink with some friends, and a bit of live music, this is your place to go. Also on deck 4, we have the Pixels Gallery, which is where you'd get all your photos done. Right now it's closed. Also on board, they do have the kids club. This is Circle C behind me. Not very big. This is basically the space here. You've got some PlayStation, some games, some seating areas behind me as well. You know, it looks like a cool place to hang out. This is for, I think from the sign I can see, for children under 12 years of age. So there you go. Okay, I was gonna film the library, but there's a group of people in there and they said hi to me. I think they were crew, I couldn't tell, but you'll see that on the camera. I'm actually up at 4 a.m, believe it or not, so guys, please respect the hustle. Like, I'm up really early to film a video, but I thought like I'd just get and capture the ship whilst there was really no one on board. As you can see, it's dead quiet right now. So right now, I just moved up to deck 5. Deck 5 is basically one of the, maybe the older ships would call the Promenade deck, where you've got like a lot of shops, the casino, restaurants, cafes, things like that. So weird story though, I was trying to film in the shops whilst they were open on a sea day and they said I wasn't allowed to, but basically the shops run on deck 5 from deck 5 forward to about deck 5 midship, and they have quite a lot to choose from. So you've got things such as everything like beachwear, these tables as well, these tables here. So they do bring these out basically every sea day, and they have like different sales, and like I think they had Guess and then Pandora and then some watch brand, I think Invicta or something, not too sure, but yeah, they do those every sea day. So if you guys are looking for any deals, tax-free whilst you're on board, yeah, it's a great opportunity too. So this one looks like Sunny's, maybe some merch from Carnival. So you've got like some Carnival merch in there as well. Look quite lit up. Yeah, I think it was on the other side as well. We'll do a loop. So you've got Billabong, and if we go around here, this is sort of like, if you forget anything on board, you've got your accessories, sun cream, alcohol, things like that. And then this is actually a bar. I'm gonna go in there in a minute. The Our House bar, okay? No worries. And then we've got some window displays along here. So, you know, just promoting their products. I guess that's where the bar is, inside there. And if we go through here, we've got Carnival Adventures. So I think this is for all your stuff if you're going ashore. So if you're doing any of the shore excursions on board, and you forget any last minute things, you can probably check out this place over here. And then if we move further down, this is where I was trying to film the other day. So in here, they have like all the watches, and they do like different promotions and unveilings of different, like the Seamaster they did here, and a Tissot as well. But yeah, they have jewelry in this one by the looks of it. Yeah, they've got like all the big brands, Tag, not Rolex, but like they've got Citizen, Psycho, and then this looks like, okay, I don't know how to pronounce this name, but like Iffy, I don't know. But it's pretty like standard. A lot of ships have this brand. Seems to be just of jewelry. They've got Pandora in here. So if you guys are into Pandora, yeah, check out that place. And all of this is pretty up to date. So I'm filming this in November 2024. If you guys are sailing this year, Carnival Splendor just got a refit. So they've changed a bit of the inside. That's why I thought I'd make this video to show you if you guys have sailed on here before, maybe some things have changed. But enough about that. I'll get into that a bit later. But right now, I think you can probably tell where I am. I'm in the casino, and the casino on board is pretty big. So they've got the hub here. I think this is where you can get your like tokens and everything. And then if we move down, I'll show you guys like a bit of the slot machines and what they've got to offer. So I actually met another YouTuber whilst I was on here, and they actually do this cool thing where they do slot machines and roulette tables, they film it. So it was cool to meet someone else on here from there. I don't really know too much to provide you guys with information about the machines, but I think you can gather whether this is a good casino or not. From what I do know, you've got the blackjack tables here. I think this starts around deck 5 midship, this casino, and moves towards deck 5 aft. So it's quite a big casino, a lot to choose from on here. Yeah, it looks like some good machines. Quite a busy place in the evening, and they do have a bar as well. So if you guys are wanting a drink whilst you're in the casino, I'll show you guys that as well. So this is the casino bar behind me. You can get drinks here. And also one of the good things I'd mention about Carnival is at every bar they have a water filling station, because if you do want to buy water, it is an additional cost. So you can't just get a free bottle. So I recommend bringing a water bottle on board, which is what I did. And you can just go to one of these stations around the ship. I think there's like 5 or 6 of them, and just fill up your bottle. And yeah, it's pretty easy that way. They do have live music here as well. Live music, and down here is also some of the cafe, so let's go check it out. Yeah, down this way we've got the restaurant and a lot of the bars and the places where you can do trivia. Good thing I filmed a lot of this stock B-roll in the day, so you guys can see what it's like in the daytime. But behind me is actually, I've never seen this before, it's a candy store, and you can actually pick and match your own candy, so you get one of those bags. So that's called Cherry on Top. It's one of the candy bars, I guess you could say. And behind me is the Juice and Java. So that's basically a place where you can get coffee, you can get iced coffee, tea, and freshly pressed juices. The prices on here are pretty standard. So in Australian dollars, I'll just like show you a bit more. These juices are $9 for a 12-ounce cup. I'm not sure how that measures out, whether you guys think that's good value. Or you can get coffee. The range of coffee prices on here, so a short black is $3.50. If you want a macchiato, it's the same, but if you go up to those like large cappuccinos, it gets to around $6.50. But you're looking at like a decent sized cup. So if I can zoom in, I'll show you guys real quick. So over there, you've got those tiny ones are like the small, medium, and large. So actually not a bad place to go after you've been at the pool or even the gym, because when I was at the gym yesterday, I left so thirsty, and the water, I was like, yeah, I need something a bit more. So I got a juice from there. So Club O2, if you guys know Carnival, O2 is basically 15 to 17 years old. Let's see if I can go in. Okay, they've locked this one. I'm surprised. There's like so many things unlocked, but basically O2, from what I can see, is like a bigger version of some of the other clubs. It's from ages 15 to 17, so it's a really good way to meet people your age. It's actually a really good way to even like get connected after the cruise as well. Now we're moving on to one of the most important places on the ship, is this, the Java Blue Cafe. It's basically your coffee bar. The only one that has just like specializes just in coffee. Yeah, this coffee here made by baristas. You can get the small, medium, large versions. But it's a pretty good place. If you get here in the morning, you can get an order, head over to one of these chairs, and you can watch the ocean. Like, they open these up, and it's a really good and nice place to just hang out. So behind me is the Alchemy Bar, and this does a lot of interesting and different types of cocktails and drinks, or they can even get requests as well. I know a lot of people have come here in the evenings just before dinner, and it's a really good place to try different types of drinks. And like a pretty cool design, like they've got even the table of elements here, like this sort of drawer cabinet system as well, which looks like something out of Harry Potter. So next we've got the grand piano, which is right next door. Let's go inside and check it out. From what I can see is they have live piano music here in the center of everything, which is pretty cool. As you can see, some good seating. It's got a good vibe to it. I don't believe there's a bar in here in terms of a place you can get drinks, so I think you can go next door to the Alchemy Bar and bring them in here if it's full, or you just want to experience something a bit different. It's a nice little place to hang out and experience a bit of live music as well. I was trying to capture the sign, but I can't even see it on the camera. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. But this is El Morocco. I've done quite a lot of footage in here because I've been in here so much. But El Morocco is one of the biggest lounges on board the ship. A lot of places they hold here, like for comedy shows, they do talks, they do trivia, they do everything here. So yeah, you've got a little bar at the top there, and then a lot of seating areas. It's got like a bit of Moroccan, Mediterranean, almost like, what is it, North African vibe in here. So depending on what length of cruise you guys are doing, they do have a couple of comedy shows. I think there's almost one every day, which for an 8-night cruise, you can imagine it's a lot of comedy shows. They host a lot of the trivia in there as well. So if you guys are looking to do any fun trivia, and you can win a little, I actually got one, I'll put an image in here. You win like a little ship on a stick, which is a cool prize to take home. But that's a bit of fun if you guys are into that. So behind me is the Cool Lounge, and these artworks are pretty neat. If you see, they look a bit like a jazz-inspired lounge, but a nice place to hang out. I haven't been in there when it's been nighttime, but I've heard there's some good music, and they've got a bar in there as well. So if the Alchemy Bar's a bit full, you can always head in there and see how things are going. So this is one of the places I was hoping I could film because it was locked yesterday. So this is red carpet, and you can probably see why. Like, the whole ceiling is red. This is where they do a lot of the DJs, after parties, a lot of the late night music, and yeah, you can get drinks here as well. A pretty big bar and quite a lot of seating area as well. Yeah, so the dance floor here, and then the live music or the DJ would be over in this area. It's a bit like one of those retro ones in Stranger Things. Really good DJ music. So if you guys are into your DJ music, like Rufus, Dusol, Dom Dollar, or any of the classics, like, I'd come here 100%. Okay, so now we're moving up to deck 6. And on deck 6, 7, and 8, there's only cabins. And as you move up to these top decks, you actually get the balcony cabins, and you move away from the ocean view cabins. Deck 9 is basically one of the busiest decks on the ship. What we have here right now is the Serenty adults only area and pool, which is on the back deck. What we can see is on this deck, we've got the Lido buffet, which is probably the busiest place during lunchtime, breakfast, dinner. And you've got the Deli, you've got Guy's Burger Joint, you've got a lot of bars, and you've got the Mad Sizzle as well. Oh, and the pizza place. Guys, if you like pizza, there's free pizza place on here as well. And look at this view. You can just see the ocean back here. It gets very busy here on sea days though. So if you want to get one of these little like hideouts, I don't know what they're called, I'd recommend getting here a bit early so you guys can grab one of them. Or there's deck chairs, plenty of deck chairs around. The actual back aft area of the ship on the Serenty adults area has 2 hot tubs and a pool, and then you've got a bar, you've got the Deli as well, and you've got the Mad Sizzle. So the Deli provides basically sandwiches daily, fresh sandwiches made right in front of you, and Mad Sizzle provides a paid experience for different culinary foods. So just inside from the aft area adults pool is the Lido buffet. So this is where you can get your breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. It's a pretty good place. The later it gets, the busier it gets. So if you do want to get here early, breakfast opens around 6 a.m. and I think lunch is around 12. Dinner, I think, is 5:30. The great thing about the Lido is it's pretty much always open. There's only about a couple hours throughout the day where it's closed. And there is plenty of seating areas around, as you can see, expanding all the way down. So that was the main buffet area. But if you go down here, you do get into the secondary buffet area. Let's go check it out. So they're setting up for breakfast right now. As you can see, getting everything ready. The cool thing is they have this omelette bar as well. So if you guys like freshly made omelets right in front of you, come to breakfast and get one of those omelets made for you. Behind me is the pizza bar, so you can get freshly made pizzas here pretty much all day, and a really good place. As we can see here, this is the main area of the ship. This is the pool area. This is where you can hang out on a sea day. This is where you can get food, and also I'll show you guys a bit walk around. Hey, look at this. Every single thing has one of these little creatures. That's crazy. So yeah, look, they're everywhere. Oh, damn. Maybe I'm gonna have to take one back to the room or something. Actually haven't seen that. So this is the last day of the cruise. That's probably why they're doing it. And another popular favorite on Carnival is Guy's Burger Joint. So we have that behind me, grilled fresh burgers daily, and you've got the toppings bar with an added rat. Look at that. That is so cool. It's a really good spot to have lunch at. It's also got a cool vibe to it as well. And then if you head over here, we've got obviously the main pool. Yeah, as you can see, it gets pretty rocky on sea days. So right now, it's looking pretty rocky. Cool thing about Carnival, especially the Carnival Splendor, is you can watch movies on deck here as well. So they've got a giant screen and you can sit back and relax on one of the deck chairs, and you can borrow a towel as well. This is a towel bar. If you guys forget your towels and it's a bit cold, what we did, you just hand in your room key, they scan it, and you can get a towel and exchange it at the end. And we've got one of the bars located on just towards the front end of the Lido deck. So one of the bars here, and there is another one on the other side. So we've got the secondary bar on the other side, just across from the other one. And after you do that, yeah, as I was talking about those towels, you can basically you can buy them or you can just rent them here for free. If you guys are watching a movie or you forget your towel. But one thing I do want to show you is the lifts that go down to the lobby. Just go down, oh, one's already ready. So you head on in here, and let's say we want to go to deck 2. We just hop on in here, door will close, and then turn the light off though, don't need that on. Just head on down. So yeah, pretty cool. Let's do the 0.5. Pretty cool way to see the whole front of the lobby. And yeah, being that, you know, there we go. So if we head down this way though, we've got cabins down there, and then we head towards the front of the ship. I believe it's the second level of the Lido deck, so we can see a bit more of the top view of what's outside. Just heading down there now. Not much else on this deck so far, but let's go suss it out. Okay, so yeah, this is the second level of the Lido deck, and we can see behind me we've got the pool. There's a couple hot tubs on this level as well. Deck 10 is one of those decks where you can also go outside and chill on a deck chair, but it looks to be closed right now. So I might just test out the other side and see what's happening. Probably one of the nicest spots on the ship. We've got these nice, I don't know what to call them. They're almost like little cabanas on the ship, and you can basically just chill in these. Most sea days I've just gone in there, and it's honestly really nice, really comfortable, and one of the best ways to spend your day at sea. Also behind me is another one of the kids clubs, and it's locked as well, but you can probably see, so this one looks like probably the younger age kids clubs behind me. This is another really good place on the ship, deck 10, overlooking the Serenty pool, and of course you get a really nice view of the ocean. We'll head up there in a minute, but you can see the iconic funnel as well. A couple of designated smoking areas are on this deck as well, around the sides. So you've got one around that side there. Trust me guys, if you like coming on a cruise, or if you haven't come on one yet, one of the best things about being on a ship is the sea day. Let's go inside and we'll show you guys around. So this is another level of the Lido deck. We've basically got 2 levels, and we've got another level of the buffet, just like an overdraft in case it gets a bit busy. What they have on here is obviously beverages, but they have Masala tiger, which is basically like an Indian cuisine. And you can see behind me, this is where you can get curry, you can get sort of Indian delights. They do have a paid version, but a lot of it is free. The food on here, I was surprised just how good it is. The food is pretty nice in the restaurant as well. So behind me is Fahrenheit 555, one of the paid restaurants on the ship. It's located at the aft, and it's really nice because you get a view of the ocean whilst you eat. It's a little more exclusive and a little bit more of a smaller venue as well. So I was lucky enough to actually eat here, and I did film some footage because right now the door's locked, unfortunately, but it is a really good meal. I had, I think, tuna tartare and steak for my main. The tuna was for the entree. And for dessert, you can get a lot of different options. They have apple tartare, cheese, all sorts of things. And they have a tomahawk as well, which they'll cut in front of you at the table. The price for per person is $72 right now. But if you think about it, you can order quite a lot. So you can get, I think, a couple entrees if you want, and obviously a main. They have a lot of nice steaks on there as well. So I filmed the menu so you guys can have a little bit more of a look. Let me know what you guys think. Honestly, I would recommend maybe just going here one day out of your cruise if you're on a longer cruise, or if you just want to test it out. I highly recommend, you know, just giving it a go. $72 isn't too bad for a nice meal. So check out this view behind me. I'm on deck 11, obviously another great vantage point. Behind me, you've got the adults pool. And if we go for a walk, I'll show you guys why I love some of these top decks, because you can just walk around the ship, really experience a bit more of the being at sea, just being, yeah, it just feels, it's a different vibe. You can't beat this, guys, you can't beat this. Even if it is rainy and windy, it's still amazing view. Check this out. This is one of the water features called the spray park. Yeah, it's for younger kids. It's basically just a little water park here in the middle of the ship, just before you go to the main pool area on the Lido deck. So this is just right there, Fahrenheit 555. And yeah, look, you can check out the funnel just above over there. We'll go up there in a minute and I'll show you guys, you can touch the funnel as well. A pretty cool thing to be able to see that, hey. Yeah, so now we're on deck 11. But yeah, this is another deck where you can overlook the sea. It's got some of those little cabana things as well. On deck 11 as well, they have another one of those splash zones. This one's got a little bit more slides, and this is also where the water slide finishes. So you can see here, water slide finishes, and it goes all the way up to the top there. So also on deck 11 is the spa, and you've got the fitness center, all of the nice places where you can relax. It's closed right now, but luckily I did do some footage beforehand so you guys can see what that looks like. Okay, so the top area right now, I can't go up there, but of course, luckily I did do some footage beforehand. Right now, up the top, you've got the golf course, and you've got the entry to the water slides. It's a really cool thing. I did it a couple times, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. And how you can get there, you just walk up there, go on, and it's obviously free as well. The water slides on here are a cool feature to have. So welcome to deck 12. This is one of the last decks on the ship. This is a jogging track, or you can take a nice morning walk along here. But here we have the basketball court, which overlooks the back sea as well. So I think this is like stairs where you can actually watch the games that have been happening. They do have some competition games, some free play as well. So if you guys are into your basketball, or even those futsal or football nets, you can see just on the corners there. Great place to hang out and meet new people. So check out the funnel behind me, and you can actually walk up here on these stairs and touch the funnel. We got it. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this in-depth tour of the Carnival Splendor and some of the places we visited along this trip. If you want to hit that like and subscribe button, it means the world. And let me know in the comments where you guys are traveling to and if you're going to be on here very soon. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.